everybody. I think I might, well, I don't know. Am I gonna start over? Let's see how this goes. Not a great omen for the rest of the video here. I know you're not seeing me right now because I just tried to kill myself. Hi, Lisa. I'm okay, everybody. All right. Welcome to the Self-Sewn Wardrobe live broadcast and podcast. And actually, I was just going to say that we are now going to be putting these on YouTube really quickly and easily. So everybody on YouTube is going to be able to see me, falling over my cord. So hi, Josette. Hi, Marisa. Hi, Paula. I love seeing you all. Hi, Kim. So a few of you may have missed me falling over. Hello, Davita. It's like zigzagger time right now. Hey, Kathy. So anyway, if you don't know, some people have posted that they aren't sure about the membership. If you don't know about the membership stuff, go to sewhere.com/membership. Check it out. Lise said, loving these evening live broadcasts now that the baby is going to bed around 7 or 8. That is why I do them at this time. So my husband's at home, bedtime is at 7, and finally, after much ado, my little baby is going to bed a lot more easily now. So they go to bed at 7, and I hopefully can come up here and prep and get things going. And if anything happens, I have childcare, so I don't have to worry about it being during the day. That might change next school year. So yes, that is exactly why I do them at this time. I know it might not work great for everyone. Hello, Glenda. All right, so we're starting off button-up month here in the Self-Sewn Wardrobe. It is April 3rd, and I was a little late on my getting my planner published, and I apologize for that, but my poor, here's my computer. This is my little 11-inch MacBook Air from 2011, and it's trucking along, but boy, it's maybe struggling a bit under the weight of what I am trying to make it do. So we'll be looking at equipment upgrade for that. Yes, Lee says she spies a big 4 pattern. Yeah. So actually, a little wrap up to Pants Month. I wasn't feeling well last week, and I didn't get to do my last live broadcast. I just kept feeling really bad in the evenings. Allergies, I don't know. And I was making the Lazo trousers, and I had to put the Lazos in a timeout. They're in a timeout. I will get back to them, and maybe I'll write a bit about the timeout because it's something that happens to us all. It's not every make, like child scratches on my neck. I'm now seeing. It's not every time that we get something out to make it that it turns out fabulous. And I made my muslin, and I thought it was fitting okay. And then I made my actual pants, and I was just like really unhappy. I want to change the rise, all that stuff. So anyway, well, here's to hoping button-up month goes a little smoother. The button-up stuff that I want to discuss here is in this first live broadcast of the month, is a little bit about shaping of the button-ups. So button-ups are scary for a lot of people, and a big reason is due to fit around the bust line, okay? Oh, and those of you who are longtime fans of the Self-Sewn Wardrobe and me, check it out. I fit into my classic Rayon Chalet Easy Tee again. Here, I'll stand up. Just gonna brag a little bit. So yeah, it's fitting me. I'm wearing my power mesh leggings underneath it. Anyway, so button-ups, the fit around the bust area is oftentimes a challenge, not just for, women or for people with breasts, but for anybody who's got any kind of, bulging area of their body. So for anybody. And there are different ways to have shaping on, on a button-up, okay? So I'm going to talk about that a little bit. When you just have a classic button-up, if you think of like a men's shirt that you would see in the store, okay, the only real shaping that you're going to get, and here I've got an illustration in the planner. The only real shaping that you're going to get is on the side seams, right? Okay, so the front is flat, the pattern is flat, and you're going to get shaping on the side seams. Now on the back, there is generally a yoke with a pleat for a little bit of ease, so there's a little bit of shaping there. But I don't know if Carl is ever going to watch this. And Sam, I see you're watching. If you want to tag Carl Rash in this broadcast, one of our original members, one of his first projects was doing button-ups, and he was really trying to fit them to himself. And the patterns he was using, I believe, were sort of like traditional, menswear patterns, and they didn't have the darts that he was looking for. So he ended up adding them in. So I think that what we need to kind of ask ourselves as we go into button-up month, and people being like, oh my gosh, I've never had one that didn't gap in the front, or it's too tight around my stomach, or I hate them because they're too tight in the shoulders, da-da-da-da-da, all that jazz. Let's think about how much shaping you want in the button-up as you go to choose your pattern. So if you have this classic button-up that has flat pattern pieces in the front, that's what you're going to get. You can also have a button-up that has bust darts, okay? That is probably your next degree of shaping, okay, that you would see in the button-up world. So let's see. I've got an illustration of that here. There we go. So a little bust dart shaping. So what this, oh, and Kim commented, my husband has slim fit and there are darts all over. Yes, so if you're really wanting this slim fit, no matter who you are, no matter your body, you're going to want areas, you're going to want seams for shaping, okay? So let's talk about this next shaping option here, and this is just a bust dart. So you've still got your side seams, all right? So the bust dart is going to allow you to accommodate, bust projection, okay? But still, most of the shirt is then going to kind of hang from the bust and be shaped a bit by the side seams. Okay, that's great. That can work for some people. And this is very personal. So if you're somebody who wants a more fitted garment, you need to choose a pattern that has more seams, more darts. The more seams you have, the more opportunities you have to have a closer fit. So now we have the bust darts, right? And now in this planner, I didn't do an illustration of princess seams, but here on this McCall's pattern, I think I will just get close to the camera here. On this Big 4 pattern, we have princess seams. Check that out. So the front is made of, well, it's made of 4 pieces because there's a placket, and the back is made of 3, right? Okay. Oh, Lisa says she's put this pattern in timeout. I'm interested to see and hear and read more about that, Lisa, because I'm there too with another pattern. So anyway, this is princess seaming here. And a couple of you have commented, oh, there are more menswear patterns now that have the darts and da-da-da-da-da. That's so fabulous. Because even if you don't necessarily want a slim fit or what other words, just a close fit, okay? If your body doesn't conform at every point to a pattern size, those extra seams are going to allow you to fit it, whether it's closely, whether it's loosely, whatever you want. So I'm kind of inclined. That's why I am excited to work on this pattern, because I do want something that fits me fairly closely, but I don't want something that is too tight, okay? Oh, hi Riley and Stephanie. Good to see you all. So that's why I'm excited about that. So as we go forward into a button-up month, keep that in mind. Other things that can provide shaping on button-ups, and I think I'll be able to show this with the camas blouse from Thread Theory, there's a little bit of gathering. And a few of you have brought up the Hey June Cheyenne tunic, a few indie patterns like that. Check it out. Look at the line drawing. Where are the gathers? Where are the darts? what kind of fit do you like? You could even post in the group. You could say, hey, I have a large bust, but I don't want to have something super close fitted. What pattern would you recommend? And I'd probably recommend something that has that bust start, that allows you to get a little bit of shaping around this area, but then it could flow. A few people have posted patterns that actually have like quite a bit of gathering. So me personally, for my body, I don't have a big difference between bust and waist and hips. In fact, I took my measurements and I wrote them down in my planner. Get this, I'm trying to like psychoanalyze myself a little bit. I kept taking my measurements and looking at this pattern and trying to figure out my size, etc., etc., and I just kept not writing them down, and I was like, what's wrong with me? I'm just like not wanting to like own up to my measurements. And so anyway, I printed off the planner today. Zigzag members, the planner is in your profile right now, and I did write down my measurements. So finally I have this, and from what I can tell from the pattern and from the extensive fitting instructions here, I'm going to be a size 16 in the bust, but then I am going to be a size 18 in like the hip area. And instead of seeing this as a big challenge or as something that, oh my gosh, I have to blend pattern sizes, I'm choosing to look at it as, yes, if I follow these instructions, I won't have a button up that's too tight around my bust or too tight around my belly. So that's what I'm really interested in, is a good fit, not necessarily, oh, I'm going to fit in a size, 2 or 8 or whatever, So that is exciting. Now, something about this pattern, this big 4 pattern, McCall's M7470, it is a palmer clutch pattern, and I didn't know that. A few people have recommended this pattern to me before when I was thinking of making a shirt dress. I hadn't got around to it, and so I bought the pattern, and the instructions come with fit instructions too. It's not just like sew the dress together like this or something. This is all palmer clutch. So if you're not familiar with palmer clutch, it's what do I want to say? 2 very smart women who have a fitting system and have published lots of books. One of their books is Fit for Real People that they recommend in here. And this pattern, the pattern pieces have fit guides on them. Like if you have a large bust, you're going to alter here. Or if you have a narrow shoulder, you're going to alter here. So it has these lines on there, which is supposed to be helpful to you. And they recommend doing tissue fitting, which means that you are going to trace onto tissue paper, or you're going to cut out your size onto tissue paper. And then you're going to pin it to yourself on your body to check fit before making it. So it's like making a muslin that you don't have to sew, right? Sam says, I will support this shirt dress for you, and I'll also support you cutting it into a shirt. Sam's on the cover of our zine this month, and we originally made her a shirt dress. Now, Sam, your shirt dress was not quite as fitted as this one. So I'm wondering, maybe you really want some princess seams up in here. And Sam, we made her this shirt dress, and we ended up cutting it off into a shirt, and she liked it so much better. And that's what you're seeing in the zine. You're seeing her look so excited. She's got her hands up and her eyes closed, and she's feeling the button-up bliss that I hope we all feel, okay? So that's what I'm first. I want to use stretch twill, Sam. I'm going to do it no matter what you say. So the thing I want us to think about this week are the button-up patterns that we're picking out. So everyone, I'm going to be doing the McCall's M7470. I'm not going to do the canvas blouse right away. I have a plan. I don't have my fabric over here, so I don't want to run away from the live broadcast. But I have a couple of things to go to this spring, and so what I'm wanting to do is I want to make the long-sleeved version of this in a sheer fabric, and then I want to make something to go under it, you know, that's kind of like a slip or something very brief, in order to wear to a couple concerts and conferences. And actually, I don't know if Vanessa's still watching, Vanessa of The Crafty Gemini, but she joined the broadcast earlier. And so Vanessa, I'm trying to make this dress for Common Threads, okay? So I don't know if anyone else is watching from the Baby Lock Blogger Circle. But yeah, this is what what I will be working on. And hey Vanessa, Bronwyn asked, will there be a group list of selected patterns? I think that would be great. If I'll get off of here and I'll start a post, because I'd like to see that too, so people can comment with what they're making. And I posted a couple things in the event, but that'll go away. So anyway, oh, Marisa says she's made a couple versions of Gertie's 40s style blouse from her book, and it has 2 darts up the front, and then I can't read the rest of Marisa's comment, but that'll be good. Check that out. A few people are commenting on that. I'll try to add this to the YouTube description too. So yeah, I'm excited. This is a lot of pieces. Okay, so disclaimer, all right. If you choose a button-up that doesn't have any darts or princess seams, you will have fewer pattern pieces to cut out, right? Oh, a few people are saying they love the Crafty Geminis. There you go, Vanessa. Your fans are here. So this pattern with all these princess seams and everything has, well, I won't count the belt. With the belt, it has 18 pattern pieces. Now that counts some pockets and stuff too. So let's see. Bare minimum, you're just gonna make the dress. You're gonna have sleeves. You know, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pattern pieces, whereas on a shirt, and this includes cuffs and things like that. So, you know, when you start to cut the shirt up, you get more pattern pieces. So you get more places to fit, you get more, you know, interest there, but you don't get to just cut out, like, you know, 2 pieces for your front. Oh, Lisa said, shouldn't have used plaid for my first one. Lesson learned. Good point, Lisa. I'm gonna make a muslin, first off. So I'm gonna make a muslin of just the shirt. I'm not going to make a muslin of the entire dress, because I know I will have to cut it off. Like, that's just not even an issue. But then the fabric that I've chosen, it's non-directional. There's nothing about that. Actually, I have 2 shears picked out for this. So apparently I'm really gunning it, and I'm gonna have 2 sexy sheer dresses. I'm actually thinking the first sheer dress that I want to make is purple and floral, and I wish I had the fabric over here. I'll show it to you all next week. I'm going to put something purple under that, but then the second one is a black sheer floral. It's got floral embroidered on mesh, and I think that I just want to wear a bra and then like high-waisted leggings under that. So you will see some midriff there, and you know, I just want to, you know, be my live my truth and show off my midriff a little bit, because I like to do that. So, and then the bra will be black, and so will the leggings under that mesh. Yeah, Marnie says maybe not pockets in the sheer. Oh, and the way they have, so you could possibly have 4 pockets on this shirt dress. There are some breast pockets, and then there are 2 pockets, patch pockets that go on the front. And I'm not as big of a fan of the patch pockets down at the hip level. I'm wondering if I can, well, not wondering, I know I can. Will I do it is the question. I could put like an inseam pocket, or not an inseam, what am I trying to say? I'll split that side panel, so that side panel has the pocket worked into it, and I feel like that won't like disrupt the line as much. I have had a shirt dress like this before, and it was sleeveless, and it was made of a black poplin or twill that was a little bit stretchy, and I think that I looked super duper hot in it, so I've got high hopes for this, okay, that I will once again look beautiful in this dress. So, you know, I think that I'm making my sheer ones are just wovens, but I do think that it would be fun to make these out of some like stable knits or some stretch wovens, like a stretch twill, like Sam said. I think that that would be fun. Sam didn't like her stretch twill very much, but I think I would like it for mine. Okay, everybody. Well, it was fabulous talking to you for this kickoff of Pants Month. Or, oh gosh, no. Month of making button-ups. If you are a Backstitch member of sewhere.com, the zine is available. It is in your profile right now, and you can take a look at that. It's a digital download, and it includes several pages of ZD's tips for button-up success, and it also includes a feature of Sandy Frazier, who's in this group. And if you I'm sure you all have noticed her in the group if you've been here for a while. She's one of the original members, and she's one of our fabulous Canadian members. She made the Harrison shirt. So I meant to say this earlier, one more note. The Harrison shirt actually has like princess seams and I think another dart, or does it have like 2 waist darts? So it is branded as a plus size pattern that has more darts, has the ability for you to choose a cup size. So once again, another great opportunity for fitting, and she talks about her Harrison a little bit in the zine. And so ZD's tips are in there. A few people have said they really like them. And then, if you're a Zigzag member, you have the zine and you have the planner, okay? Oh, Bronwyn says, double princess. There we go. Yes, Sandy is a celebrity. So this is the self-sewn wardrobe planner for the month of making button-up shirts. You'll notice, just so you know, okay, that I did several illustrations, and they're very sparse, okay? But that's because you are supposed to fill them in. And then you might also say, hey, Mallory, it's button-up shirt month, and you didn't include any buttons on your illustrations. Reason being, I want you to play around with buttons, and I don't want you to think that you have to do the buttons, like, all evenly. You can cluster buttons together. You can do cool things like that. I want you to sketch. I want you to feel free. I put the basics. There's a collar, there's cuffs, there's the placket, some with darts, some without darts, different sleeve lengths, and I wanted you to start coloring them in. And there are all these little ones on the front where you could do a little bit of fun stuff, and then there are the big ones. And the big ones you can color in, but you could also trace if you wanted to do a little bit more of your own design work, okay? So that's what those are for. Take your measurements and write them down. I feel like I was trying to make some kind of excuse like, oh, I don't know what size I should cut out, you know, but when I do unfold this pattern, it's rather intimidating, and it's long because it's a full-length dress, like, you know, down to the ankle-ish. I mean, it'll be down to the floor on me. So anyway, this is what I have to do tomorrow. Sam said she would support me in my shirt dress venture. Maybe that means Sam will trace my shirt dress out for me tomorrow. I'll just end the live broadcast with that, and I won't wait to see Sam's response. All right, everyone. Well, I can't wait to make button-ups with you, and I will see you next week. I'll announce the date of the live broadcast, and y'all so long and so happy. Don't knock over the light.